And welcome to Patti Knits and Spins. I'm Patti. You can find me on Ravelry as Pattisand. I have a group, Patti Knits and Spins podcast, so please come and join me. You can follow me on Instagram. I am Pattisand631 there. Today is, January 9th, 2015. This is episode 51. I'm a crazy person. On today's show, I'll have some works in progress. I have some spinning. I have a purchase, the Alaska Fun Fact, and whatever else crosses my mind. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, water, your craft of choice, and let's chat. I'm doing things a little bit different here. I have flipped my iPad the other way so I can actually see what you guys are seeing. So if it looks like I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at me. And that's kind of weird, but I'll get used to it. It finally got cold here. It got down to 27 below for a couple of nights. And it's back up in the teens, so it's above zero again, so that's nice. They say it's supposed to be up to 30 above this weekend, which is going to make the roads very slippery because, yeah, the roads are already slippery and it's just going to get worse, but that's okay. That's okay. I can handle it. I can deal, right? We can all deal. Birthday was last Saturday. Had a really great day. Had dinner with my husband, my 3 sons, and one of my daughter-in-laws because the other daughter-in-law works for the Alaska State Troopers, and she was at work. She works nights. She's going to start working days on the 16th, so that'll be great. We'll be able to see her more, so that's very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, got some lovely cards. My eldest son gave me a video game that I've played, and it's a lot of fun. I love Zelda. Zelda is my jam. Zelda is cool to me. So he got me the Hyrule Warriors, which is a hack and slash game. I love hack and slash games. I do not like take-turn games. So, yeah, that was a really cool birthday gift. So I've been playing that a little bit. I think that's all I have, really. Yeah. So, let's get on with the knitting after drink. I am still working on my shawl that I am trying to design. Excuse me. So, last week, I believe I was in the garter stitch area. Or I had finished the garter stitch and was on this blue area, I believe. And last night, I was binding off. I had doubled the stitches to do the ruffle. And it was only like 3 rows, so it was curling, and I went, no. So I ripped it all out, and now I just need to decide what I'm going to do with the dark color. Let's see, is that showing up? That's kind of alright, yeah. So, but I'm really enjoying it. This is a Bullseye Bump by Loop in the cast. Oh, forgot what the name of that was. Just a second. Let's go back to last week's show notes. Kaleidoscope Eyes. So I've only got a little bit left, as I showed before. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to just do maybe I'll just end with a garter stitch. So it'll go, stockinette, the lace, and then garter and stockinette, lace and garter. I think that's probably what's going to happen with that one. But as you see, it's huge. I have this on the side, the 60-inch needle. So this is a 60-inch cable and needle by Knit Picks on a size 8, 5.0 millimeter. And it's coming along, but it is taking me a while because, yeah, I'm really enjoying stitching. Really flying through my stitching. I will insert the last picture I took of my stitching towards the end so you guys can see it. To see what I've been working on instead of knitting. The other thing I'm working on Wednesday, I cast on this second hat for my dad in a size 9, 5.5 millimeter. This is another Voyager hat out of Cascade 220 in the sand colorway, and it is number 9499. So at midnight, I sat and cast it on, and I got some, you know, oops, wrong side. Very little, the 1x1 rim, but I'm okay with that. It's going to be probably my knit group knitting for a while because it's pretty easy just to pick it up and drop it off. So that is what is on the needles this week. That's all I have on the needles. I did not work at all on the sock. Yeah, I've got to stop and I've got to work on those socks because they have to be done for his birthday or I'll feel bad. I'll feel very bad. So no finished objects except for some spinning stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get into spinning. If you recall last week that I was spinning that fiber that came with the Hansen, well, I went ahead and finished it up. This is 14 grams, 40 yards of a chain ply. So the red in there is what was on the Hansen, and the blue-green is what I spun up. Loved it. This is the second time I've been able to chain ply without getting some little whirls in it. So, oh, Hansen is wonderful. I don't mind having to move the flyer hole so that I can keep spinning. But look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm very, very happy with that purchase. One of the main reasons I wanted a Hansen is I broke my ankle maybe like 3 years ago, and it now has issues spinning for long periods of time, or even just like a half an hour, and then my ankle says, no more, you can't do it, it hurts. So now I can spin to my heart desire. Yay! Because 2 nights ago, I could not go to sleep. I stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. So I went ahead and grabbed the Malabrigo Nube in the Archangel colorway. If you remember, that is the one that I put on the blending board and put some Angelina in it. So here we go. Archangel. So I went ahead and I spun up the first 2 ounces, and this 2 ounces is the one that I blended twice. So I took it first, the 2 ounces, and put it through the blending board, ripped it back off, blended it again with the Angelina. So it's a little bit darker than what's showing up on the screen, but it was very nice to spin. It's going to be a little bit thick and thin until I figure out how to really get it to go, but there we go. But it's not overly thick and thin, so that made me happy because I was able to fix it when it did that. And this stuff was kind of, even though putting it through the blending board, it was still kind of felty, but here we go. I love it. So this week I am hoping to spin the second half, and this is the one that I only did once. So you can see it's not as, the colors just show up better. You can see that there was yellows and tans in there too, besides the purple. So that is, yay, awesome. I'm sorry, I'm clapping too much. The other thing is purchase. You remember the big bag that I had for the Hansen and thinking, ooh, that's going to be cool. I'll be able to take it wherever I want to go. That bag was really heavy. So I went back on the Hansen group on Ravelry. And Ooh Fancy Pants Emily had shown her e-bag that she got that is a cooler. And it is the cooler number 2. And here we go. So I picked one up from Amazon. And these are where I put the round ends of the bobbins. I have the top that I zipped up. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to lower you down a little bit. Okay. So I won't have to hold it so high. So the top, right here, will have, here's the centers of the bobbins. So the top will have a plug. And this one is for the Hansen itself. It's not for the battery pack. And then in the inside, there's a nice big dent in there. So I'm thinking, I did order a new Lazy Kate, because that big one that I have from my dad will be perfect for the house, and I'll be able to leave it here. And the other one will fit in this little area. And it's supposed to be coming hopefully today, but probably tomorrow. So I'll be able to show you that next week. And so it'll fit in there with the centers of the bobbins. And then a nice zipper. And then inside, there we go. Inside, you can see the foot pedal and the Hansen itself. The bobbin that I'm spinning with will fit inside there. And if I have a small bag of fiber, it'll fit in there also. What's that say? Nice and big. And then it has a front zipper. Look at this one so I don't dump it out. I have a front zipper that holds, the battery is here, the plug-ins for the battery are not there, so it must be in the top one. So I have the battery packs plug in up at the top. So then there's that. And the real reason, one of the biggest reasons I like this is that it will, those carry-on handles will fit right through here so that it can sit on top of your carry-on and be your second carry-on. So I think that this will work fabulous. I'm really thinking about taking this traveling with me soon, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of, if anybody has traveled with their Hansen or any other type of mini spinner, let me know how TSA was. I've never had any issues here with anything that I've taken, either here or back from Hawaii. I've never had, anybody really stop me and ask me what this is. But if somebody could let me know, because my husband's kind of, well, what happens? And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I'll stay wherever it is, because I'm not going to leave this behind. But let me know of how you're traveling with your electronic spinner is like. Okay, I'm really flying through this. I'm hoping this isn't too terribly bad this week. Alaska fun fact. Let me turn on my Kindle and get that brought up. Okay, so Polly81 asked, do you have any stories about a big snowstorm you and your family have been through? And did your kids like to make snowmen when they were little? I'm going to start with the snowman one because the other one is longer. You have to do a snowman kind of fast when it first snows because there's so much moisture. But once the cold hits, the snow doesn't stick together very well. I know that when they were younger, when we first moved into town, we had a couple of big snowmen in our front yard where they just took it all the way to the grass. And they did a couple there. We used to live in a trailer. We had property, but they were little, so they didn't really go outside and play a lot. Oh, they did, but not a lot. So they didn't make a lot of snowmen, but they did do a few. The snow stories are kind of stupid and scary. When I was pregnant, I think it was with the third kid. I'm not really sure. It's either with the second kid or the third kid. My husband had been out of town, and I was living in the trailer, and you really had to watch to make sure that you didn't overload your roof or it would collapse. I was very, very pregnant and very, very stupid. Got the ladder, put it against the house, climbed up to there, started shoveling some of the snow because he had a big shovel on top of the roof just in case, so that, you didn't have to bring it up or anything. It was already there. And I'm like, I can't push the snow. This is really stupid. Let's get down. I went to the edge and I went, shit. Ooh, excuse me. the top of the ladder was like this far down from the top of the roof. And when you're pregnant and you can't see because your belly is sticking out, that step of faith is really, really scary. It took me 10 minutes, and then I finally sat down on the roof, found the step, and was able to get down and went, I am never getting on top of a roof again. And I never did. Nope. No. It was really stupid. And the second one that I did, I don't believe it. It was not that one. It was a couple of years later. We had a long driveway. It was long enough that you'd either have to get somebody to come in and plow it, or you'd get the snowblower. My husband, again, was out of town. Yeah, he used to do that to me. He doesn't do that anymore. And my car was stuck in my driveway. And my child was at school. He was in kindergartner, so he did not get he didn't take the bus. And we were out of district, which means I would have to go pick him up anyway. I called and said, oh my God, I'm stuck in my yard. I can't get to you. Can you please leave him there? I promise to God I will be there to pick him up. It took me until 5:30 for somebody to come and help me get my car out. And I should have sent that person, because my son knew him and he probably could have picked him up, to go get my child. Because what I did, I went the back road with no plowing. I was pushing the snow in I think it was my Probe at that time. So it's a little car, and I'm pushing the snow, going up hills and going, oh my God, please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. They're going to call social services and take my child away. That was my main fears. Oh my God, they're going to take my child away. But I drove that car up the hills, not one, but three, because even his school was up on a hill. But by the time I got to the road for his school, it had been paved because of the school. 6 o'clock. I got picking him up at 6 o'clock. I thanked the lady, the secretary, said, thank you so much. I am so sorry that this happened. And the next year, he went to the in-district school. And I'm not going to drive that hill, one thing, and two, I'm not going to get stuck. And I still don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle. But now I live in town, and it's okay. But, Polly, those are my two very scary, very bad snow stories. Yeah. Oh, love Alaska. Love Alaska. Hate snow. Oh, man. Okay. Whew. Hot here. I think that's all I have for you guys this week. Like I said, I have been stitching like mad. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been taking daily pictures of my fairy. Ooh, door in the back. Excuse me. Guess what? That was the postman with my Ogle Designs Lazy Cake. So here we go. Very cool. Very cool. And let me tell you, that is one strong magnet. So this is really cool. And it all comes apart and fits inside that little, and I found this on Etsy, and I really like it. I think it's going to be very nice. Oop! The rod just hit the magnet. So here we go, and then it closes. Oh, it helps if you don't have any of the rods in the way. So it closes up, and it's that big. See what I mean? It's really a strong magnet. Oop. Okay. And let's see if I'm right. Because I did see other people put theirs in here. So, oh, perfect. Perfect. I'll take these out so I don't throw them at you. But here we go. It fits really good in here. So if you have a Hansen and you're looking for a bag, I suggest an eBags cooler. eBags cooler number 2. And if you're looking for a Lazy Kate, Ogle Designs. Oh, got it down here. Sorry. It is Ogledessign, and I found her on Etsy. So, very cool. Zips it all back up and everything fits nice in my bag. So, oh, I don't even remember what I was talking to you guys about. Oh, the stitching. The stitching, that's right. Yeah, if you've been following me on Instagram, I have been blasting daily pictures of my January garnet fairy. I have stopped working on the water lily mermaid until after I get the January one done, because I am I can do 2 stitching at a time, but it was like the Frosted Pumpkin Sketchery, where it was only 1 block a month. That worked really well to supplement a different stitch. But I can't do the 1 week, this pattern, this, no. If I like something, I go for it. And that's what I'm finding out. I found that out about myself. I can have a couple of knitting projects going. I can only have 1 spinning project at a time going. That's definitely all I can do. And stitching is going to be one project at a time, or I will go a little crazy. I'll get a little twitchy. Twitch. Like, gotta finish it now? Yeah. So, guys, that's all I have for you this week. Like I said, I will post a picture of what I have accomplished this week on that January Garnet Fairy. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to put them in the Alaska questions if you want to. It doesn't matter. Spinning, stitching, about my bag, whatever. I'm open. And if I don't want to answer it, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty open about everything. And Polly, I hope that answered your question this week. I think that's all I've got. So, whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content. See you guys next week.